A very good morning from a pretty busy and quite noisy central Jakarta. I am at Gambir train station. I am here because I'm going to take a luxury train from here all the way to the city of Solo in central Java. I'm going to do that on the Argo Dwipanga Luxury train, which should take about 7 hours. So let's check in and head over to the platform, shall we? Pretty busy here. As the main intercity station, Gambir is always busy. It has improved over the years though. There is a shower room now and they have a hotel here as well. And the hotel and shower can be found. Go up here.
Argo Dwipangga ya?
Ya.
Sebelah sini?
Kasih.
Bisa bahasa Indonesia ya?
Bisa.
Ini kan Argo Dwipangga Luxury ya? Ada luxury lodge lantai 1,
Ya.
naik ke atas, belok kanan, lurus aja.
Okay, makasih. There's a luxury lounge I can take. A quick walk along the presented options shows is mainly snacks and breakfast items. There are a few types of pastry, jello-like snacks, coffee, tea, a juice and just cold water. Not very special, but it's included in a ticket. The view from the second floor of the train station is also okay. But since it's not a closed area, it's just as noisy as down there with the plebs. That's why I muted the sound for this clip. I settled down with the coffee, juice and pastry, as I will also get a meal on board later. Once on the platform, do look towards the west, as the national monument, built under Indonesia's first president, Sukarno, is right in front of you. On top is said to be some 37 kilograms of real gold. This is one of 10 or 11 Chinese rolling stock trains for the commuter lines here. I've used them already, yes, they're pretty nice. Look really spacious. And of course they're brand new compared to the second-hand Japanese ones they used to buy here. Right behind us is the Gunung Jati train arriving. Our train will probably be next in line, pulling up on the left here. We are in yet another quite luxury train in Indonesia. We're on board the Argo Dwipanga train from Jakarta to Solo or Surakarta in central Java. It's an almost 7-hour trip completely during daytime, so you can enjoy the wide range of views that the island has to offer. Where this train consists of only executive and luxury cars, we're in luxury class today, with a single seat next to a large window all to ourselves. I will reveal how much I paid for this ticket later on in the video. Di luxury 3, paling belakang ya?
Paling belakang Bapak,
Terima kasih. Oh. So, it's an entirely empty carriage. I'm in number 9. So I picked this seat because I won't be alone in this car for the entire trip. It's like 40%, 50% booked, so I expect some passengers. Most, of course, are in the first and second luxury one because they didn't scroll down far enough to get to the third like I did. That looks really nice. It's a little bit of business class in airplanes, right? That is the priority train that I used a few years ago. That wasn't really a success. Oke. Boleh?
Ya, silakan Bapak.
Terima kasih. Views of central Jakarta. So let's see what we get here as a personal space for this trip. I am sitting upright, and if I stretch my legs, my feet don't touch the seat in front of me. I have a waist bag. I have a little eye mask. A bottle of water.
A bottle of water?
And if I do my best, we'll find that we have a little table here as well. We have 2 power outlets because we are in a single seat. Passengers over there also have 2 outlets, but have to share it. The thing is, you have to run cables in front of someone or below their seat, which is a little bit of an inconvenience, I guess. In the left side of the seat I have a USB charger that is USB-C and quick charge. And of course we have the seat controls. I can move this. Let's see if it works. What's moving here? Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll show you. That's what it looks like in a flat position. I also have a personal light. And a little blanket that I probably won't use because it's a day trip. So I'm almost in the flattest position right now. This way my feet will still fit in between the seat in front of me, because the seat area will move forward when it's in lay down position. We are in the 3rd of 3 luxury cars, and in front of that are a number of executive class, which are the standard ones on these trains, but they're actually still very nice. Okay. Boleh. Ya. Asik. Headset. Nice. What is also very nice is that this little ledge here has a proper edge of a few millimeters, so your phone doesn't slide off. The station is next to it or onto a track. See, the station platforms are split in half. That was weird, right? You're probably wondering what all this privacy and space costs. Well, this single trip on board the Argo Dwipanga in luxury class was 1,225,000 rupiah, inclusive of the admin fee from the third party I had to book my tickets through, as I wasn't able to book any train from the Netherlands directly with the railway company, and I didn't want to miss out on this train on my chosen date. Tickets in executive class, the rest of the train, would be around half the price of this luxury experience. We are approaching the location where a train derailed less than 2 days ago. No one was hurt or killed, fortunately, but a number of trains was cancelled yesterday. There are video clips from this side. I recognize it. Oh yeah, people are still working here. Look. Let's have a look at the in-flight entertainment, shall we? So we had that headset, which is clean. I have to move forward because the television is far away and there is no remote. We have saved items. I didn't do that, but special by the train operator, entertainment coming soon. It's very limited. Let's see if we have action. One Indonesian movie. Drama. That's 4 Indonesian drama series. It does get so much more plain and green just outside of the big cities. We are past Cikampek on our way to Cirebon. We are still following the northern coast a bit. We are on the northern coastal flatlands here. And after Cirebon we will dive into the mountains because we're going to cut through the islands diagonally. First stop is the toilet. Let's have a quick look. That's me. No window though, so that's a shame. Transport roll, seat covers, paper, trash can, more paper, and water. Is it warm? Let's see. It also has a place to wash your feet. I have never seen that before. I have to say the windows are very clean and I'm very pleased with that. Nasi goreng.
Nasi goreng parahyangan, puding beserta air mineralnya. Nanti jika ada diperlukan lagi bisa kontak saya Bapak. Selamat menikmati.
Nasi goreng parahyangan, which is probably a little bit spicy for me, but that's what it is, and it comes in a nice box. I have another boxed bottle of water, but now I have two, and a little bit of a pudding. That's a spoon for the pudding. We have a cutlery set that is eco-friendly, not the pudding one. Probably made out of bamboo, I'll show you shortly. And the meal itself, ta-da, is basically still the same as it used to be. Crackers, a piece of chicken with egg, achar, hot sauce, and the fried rice. Yes, here it is, complete. Cutlery is made out of bamboo or light wood. Might be wood this time. Not as spicy as I remember it to be, so that's good. This is very doable for someone who doesn't like spicy. And here is where we split. We are going to the southeast. And right in the back there you could see another crossing, which is the one that's going due east. While we are cruising through the suburbs of the city of Cirebon, you can see rapid development here in the form of a residential neighborhood built by a private developer. A Gambir residence isn't completely built yet, but there are a couple of hundred houses, and right next to the main entrance, not shown in this clip, is a mall. The thing is, city planning isn't really a thing in Indonesia. While this neighborhood looks okay from a distance, the fact that we just crossed a bridge over a river and there is another stream we cross tells us this area is quite flat. Building up this area is probably fine for now, but with more concrete comes less green and space for water to go. I was just brought a hot black coffee with brown sugar and a very sweet bun. This train is named Argo Dwipanga. Many of the intercity trains are named and also have a special meaning. They are named after rivers, mountains and regions, and sometimes even borrow a name from local folklore. As a train that crosses through parts of Java, the name of this train is actually Javanese, with Argo meaning mountain. And yes, there are plenty of trains named after a mountain or volcano. My previous video about the Sweets class train experience was also on a train named after a volcano, namely the Argo Bromo, which is a volcano in eastern Java, for example. Dwipanga, however, is taken from Sanskrit and means elephant. This elephant features in the legend of the Gajahwong River in the Yogyakarta area, which the train runs through on its way to Solo city. Yes, the name of the river has the word Gajah in it, which is Indonesian for elephant. But naming a train Argo Dwipanga sounds much better than just Argo Gajah, doesn't it? We are officially in the early period of the wet monsoon for this region, but it has been raining year-round over the last year. Over the last 2 decades, I have experienced dry seasons that were really dry for months on end, but the opposite happened over the year leading up to October 2025. Late afternoon setting where the lights are, look. It looks really cozy, right? We are leaving the station of Purwokerto, where we have major construction works going on. They are building entirely new platforms at level of the trains that are actually stopping here. And we are about to cross the Serayu River, and yes, there's also a train named after this river. More of those splendid views of rice paddies, green mountains and the sky dotted with clouds. What's not to love about this? And this is the regular executive class 2x2. Also new carriages there. The restaurant is blue. We have an interesting, which is pink. That also looks really nice. Teh botol satu? We're rolling into the city of Yogyakarta, probably the most well-known tourist destination in Indonesia after the resort island of Bali. It has lost much of its laid-back charm in the last 2 decades though, just like Bali did. Known for its walkable downtown area, Yogyakarta is a foodie haven with hundreds of small roadside restaurants named angkringan that are open into the early hours of the next day. Views when departing from Yogyakarta going east are pretty decent as well. First, you pass a pedestrian-only railroad crossing before taking the century-old bridge over the Chode River that runs right through the heart of Yogyakarta from north to south. They are starting to clean the train as the only passenger left in this car is me. Hot towel just before arrival. That's a pretty nice touch. The rail yard of Solo Balapan.
Pelanggan yang kami hormati, pintu keluar berada di sebelah kanan dari arah kedatangan kereta.
Nanti kalau untuk kemungkinan pintu keluarnya agak maju ke luksuri.
Ya. Kasih. I have to move to the front because there is no platform here. The train is too long. And here we have a platform again. See? That's it. That's my trip from downtown Jakarta to downtown Solo in 7 hours. Ease of booking. From the Netherlands, I wasn't able to book through the website or app directly. It's a known issue, but they're not going to fix it, so it seems. I booked to a third party without problems though, 2 stars. Level of comfort. This train class, being the second best in luxury for scheduled intercity trains in Indonesia, is indeed very nice. Tracks can sometimes be a little bit bumpy, but that's not really the operator that can fix that. It's obviously not a private cabin, but you have enough privacy from being in this car. 5 stars. Time traveled. With 7 hours of travel time, other land transport will have a hard time beating it, even with the toll road system in place. 5 stars. Cleanliness. My personal space, the cars and even the toilets were clean and kept clean. 5 stars. Price comparison. Traveling at this level of luxury will cost some extra money, but you can lay back and relax the entire trip while lunch and drinks are served at your seat and are included in the ticket price. 5 stars. Meal service. The meal was the railway standard fried rice, which is okay. I can't argue much about the taste, but the size is fair. And the menu comes with a pudding and additional drinks if you like. No alcohol is served on board trains though. 4 stars.